Hello awesome people, it's Swedish Meeple here. Thanks for joining me. It's time for an unboxing of this huge game, Dead Reckoning by AEG, and the designer is John D. Clare. It's time for an unboxing of an all-in pledge, and we start with the smaller things around here and we move back to this one, and lastly we do the Saga expansions. So if we start way over here, we have some upgraded goods, cargo, a close-up on the cargo. These are the 3 worth ones. These are worth 1 and they're really beautiful. Can we get a close-up on this one? Next up, we'll take a look at the SeaDogs expansion. This is an expansion like maybe the leaders in Mystic Vale or something like that. You start with different ones than your opponents, and maybe you get the clue what kind of strategy you're going to have that game. Let's open it up. There is a die in here. I've seen some people online showing it's not really nicely done. The 0, it's not aligned very well, but it's okay. And we have a small rule book, and here we have the SeaDogs. They look amazing. Next up, we check on these sleeves. They are different than the ones that come with the standard game, because they have colors for the player colors, the purple one, the green one, the blue, and the yellow. Next up, we're going to take a look at these metal coins. The metal coins are really heavy, and I spill them all over the table here. Do you see them closely enough, or do you want a close-up? We get a close-up. There's a 10. That's a 30. You got the 3. And you got the 1s. They are actually really heavy, really beautiful, and I think I like them a lot. Next up, we have a small promo pack. If you have the games, it's pretty nice to have these. If you don't have the games, I guess you just can give them to your fellow board gamer or something like that. One card for Tiny Towns called Pirate's Den. I actually have Tiny Towns, but I haven't played it a lot yet, but this will be cool to put in the game. And here we have for Santa Monica. I do not have Santa Monica. We have for this cat, is it Cat Lady or something it's called? We have a Smash Up. I do not have, so these 3 I have no use for right away, but maybe I get these games in the future. These ones I actually can use because I have Space Base. I think Space Base is a really nice game. Here's one that says, this turn keep all money you do not spend. So that's pretty cool. Now we have the second ship, the ghost ship. So this one you do not need for playing the game. The standard ship is within this box, but if you think it's cool to have two ships, then you can use whichever you like for that game. And I have heard so many people, if you follow the forums on BGG, you hear people having such a hard time putting this together. People say it's hard to just punch it out in some way. You don't get these ones out, so you need a sharp knife or you need toothpick or something. And if you have a screwdriver, a flat screwdriver, you can put it in here and try to make it a little bit bigger before you try to put this ship together. I will try to make a video when I put this together. If you follow me on my channel, Swedish Meeple, you can see that in a few days. This one is also for the battle board, and this is the battle board. So when you drop your cubes, they bounce out. The ones who get the most crowns will win the fight. If you land in these spaces, you get plunder. If you put a cube in here, if you have the luck, you make damage to your opponent. Cool. And now it's time to open the big box. So if we do a little close-up, we can go down to the box like this, and we will try to get this open. And as you see, this lid do not fit right now. So we have to get some stuff out of here before we can fit everything together. There is a place to a compartment for the Battleship that you can use. I put this aside and I put this aside, and we will try to open this up. That's it, people. Right out of the box, we see the rulebook for the solo rules. I will try to play this solo. I think it seems to have a very good solo game. This is a thick rulebook, but it's not that hard to read. And if you watch some rules online on YouTube or something, and reading this will make a good start before playing. I can put this in picture here so you can see the coins. Here we have the battle board in the game box. We have a few sheets of cardboard. These are, you mark your achievements, you got the coins. I don't need to pop those open because I have the metal coins. And this one is when you upgrade your ship. I will show you in just a minute. This one almost looks the same. Actually, I have a small pointer about these ones. I have not seen these ones before, and I heard of them, that you are supposed to grab 2 of them at the beginning of the game and start to achieve these missions or something. I have not read about them yet, but and I didn't see them during the Kickstarter, but we'll see what this is about. And here we have, oh, the pirate flags. Cool. I also hear people have problem with this to fit them in the ships, because the ships does not have the best of quality, but I can't say anything about that yet. I will take a look very soon. This is the real ship, and I will try to put this together. People are saying 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, and they use glue. They have a big problem, and the cardboard is what I read, having some bad quality, so you kind of damage it when you're putting this together. But I will give it a try, of course, so we can play this. This is the board for the players. This is my ship, let's say, and I get an upgrade for my ship. And suddenly I have 3 sails, 2 cannons on my ship. Without that, just 2 sails, 1 cannon. And I have 7 units of cargo. And now I have 9 units of cargo that I can have, or coins, on my ship. So this is pretty cool to upgrade your ship. I think, can you win without upgrading your ship? I guess you can, but let's see. Oh, you have to punch this out as well. You keep track of on how many sails you have in these spots here, and you see the ship over, the sail over here. We can take a quick look on the names. Mariposa, I guess, is from the AEG game. Hargrave, I think, designed that one. Widowmaker, Intrepid, and Windläufer, it's German name here for that ship. This is your dock tiles. So instead of reaching over the entire game, you can have this in front of you when you play, and you keep your cargo and your ship if you go to your own harbor. This is the main board. You have all the achievements. That actually is the way the game ends. When someone ticks off 4 achievements, then that's the trigger of the end game. And here's also your harbor. So you can use that one, or you lay this where you are at the table. So, and below this board, you actually play on these ones. So they are like this from the start. There are only 3 open islands or open sea tiles. And when you explore one, you flip them over and you see what it is, and directly you put an advancement card out on here. So 1 advancement on each of these. When you buy that one, at the end of your turn, you put a new advancement out for the other players to get. Some of them are in English, some of them are in French, and some in German. And now we're inside the box. Small boxes. I think this will be so good to just get out and start playing, because everything is so nicely organized. Here you have the advancements for row 1, row 2, row 3, and row 4. Advancements can... Oh, this is not the advancements. This is the player cards for the blue player. Nice. And I have Mystic Veil. You maybe see it in the back earlier. And I think these are the same quality. I hope they are good quality cards, because you're going to use them a lot. And of course, you are going to sleeve them. So at the start of the game, your captain is supposed to be in here. And we have small treasure chests for every player. I thought they were going to be magnetic, but I guess not. But that's cool either way. So you keep your coins in here, and the one with the most coins win the game. So and I guess you can store everything for each player in here when you put the game away. So 1 for each player color. This ones you can put all the cargo inside, and it's actually not very thick, but it's really sturdy and really good quality. I like it. This ones you can keep all the buildings, some cubes, maybe the black cubes for the AI player, and some damage tokens when you damage the ship. This one's, I guess, is for the coins. Must be. And all of them very nice quality. Over here, this one was heavy. Let's see what's inside. All the achievements, advancements. So this one is the main phase, cleanup phase. So this one is just handy to have when you learn to play. So you know every little detail, what you do, without getting the rule book out. And here we have the advancements. Really a lot of them. So how do we know? Oh, up here we have one small mark. That means it's a level 1 advancement. And when we get here, level 2. Oh, there's different colors as well. I did not know that. Level 3 and level 4. And some merchant chips. You're going to mix them in together with the other ones. So if we show my captain again, let's say my captain gets an advancement. Oh, if you think you're missing, just closely look. They could be really stuck together. So if you miss one, so just check that first. So if you sleeve this one, then now my captain, oh, I'm missing a card. My captain should have one more card before it's, there it is. I should probably let you know how that looks before we move along. So this is the captain card, and I dropped it over here. So let's say I have a captain level 2. This is what my captain looks like. He has the ability to fight other players, human players, and he got this one. I will not go into what that's doing right now. That's for a rule video. And he also have a cannon when attacking another player. So that's pretty cool. And if you get another achievement, advancement, sorry, and you have to keep track where to put this in. So that's pretty cool, right? Now he has 2 cannons. Cool. We have this open. And then lastly, this is where you keep your pirate ship, the Battleship. But inside here right now, there's some other stuff. You got the ships. You got the regular sleeves. I will try to use the special ones that came with the all-in pledge. But you have these extra, always nice to have. You have the ships. I think people have mentioned there's only 2 sails, and look at this. Will it fit the pirate flag? They're a little bit different. So this one was almost, of course. Let's try to put this in. And I should use a knife to get that out. That is my pirate flag, I guess. And I have to put this inside here. Not so easy to do. I use something to push that out before I use the pirate flag. And inside this you have the instructions, but the instructions are not really clear. I hear from people on BGG, so let's make a movie after I do the unboxing. I also put this together, film when I'm doing it. Maybe you can look at it, get some pointers. I read some really good tips on BGG. Otherwise, just go to the forum on BGG. Really nice place to be. And one thing I have not mentioned yet, inside the game box, look here. This is how you store everything in the box. And I think with this instruction, you can see all the player colors, everything inside. Yeah, they really tell you how to store the game. So we just have these ones left. The buildings for building on the islands. Player cubes to drop down the the ship tower, if you will, and onto the battle board. And you also claim different islands by putting cubes here. You can control an island, you can produce on an island, you can build buildings, etc. And at the end of the game you get some points for controlling this island. And just this island lets you have one more card than the other players. So the twins, really good island to control. This is the standard cargo. This is really good as well. So maybe you don't need the deluxe cargo, but why not? When you have the all-in pledge, you have to have everything, right? And these are the tokens who show you if you have made some damage to your opponents or your own ship, by the way. And I guess these ones will show you all your crew, what they're like if you have them at level 1. If you upgrade them to level 2, gets 2 or 3 or 4. But you have to level up one person per turn, so you can't upgrade everybody to level 4 before the game is over, I guess. But choose your strategy, upgrade wisely. Let's put everything aside and show you what's inside the Saga. The Sagas are also very interesting. This is the Saga expansion 1, and you also have a Saga expansion 2, but if you don't have Saga 1, I think they do not recommend to play Saga 2. Start with Saga 1. If you don't want to see what's in here, just go to use the timestamps. I will make a quick hello at the end of the video. Otherwise you just seen what's inside the game with the all-in pledge. But let's go, for you who like to stick around, let's see what's inside. The first Saga encounter book. You get an extra rule book. You get some extra, a new island. You have a score pad. Some extra, I will not show you these. I will not look at them. Envelope. You get some hidden cards. I will not take a look at them right away. It just said here, do not look until instructed. And I do not want to know. This is the same die as in the SeaDogs expansion. So that's a quick look in Saga 1. I will not spoil everything for myself or for you. We take the expansion number 2. You must both have the first expansion, Deep Legends, and the base game to use the contents. So just so you know, do not get this as the first expansion. If you can get this, I do not know if this is going to retail or if it's unavailable until next Kickstarter, so you can go all in. And there's also almost like Saga 3, but it's bigger than Saga 3. I read on BDG from John D. Clare, so I expect a really big expansion in the next Kickstarter, and I will get that, I think, if I like the game. I have not played it yet, but it's one of my most anticipated games. Look at all these boxes. In the first Saga there was not so much, but here we have different, I think these are upgraded tiles for your ship. Also some ship upgrades. And another one. And this is pretty heavy. So there's a lot of stuff in here. So a really good expansion, and I think that is it, people. If you have liked what you've seen, please press thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to see me build the ship, if you want to see me cry building the ship, that is so hard. Some people say it's easy, so not everybody. Some people have a really hard time, but I will give it a try. If you like to see me, just leave a comment or just check my channel. Maybe I already done that and posted it. And this is it for Dead Reckoning. A really big game, a 4X sandbox game with the card crafting system from AG, designed by John D. Clare. This was Swedish Meeple. Thank you for joining me today, and we see each other soon again. Thanks, bye bye.